Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Sport Elite. Today we're going to talk about Week 5 update. We're diving into the top 5 teams in the standing Super Serien and highlighting some stats from the recent games. We are first going to Karlstad Crusaders, next is Stockholm Mean Machines, Örebro Black Knights, AAK, and the last team, Tyresö Royal Crowns. We are talking about the winners and losers. So let's get started, Sean.
At number 1, we have the Karlstad Crusaders. They're flying high with a 3-0 record in the dominating 49-0 victory over the Towers, and with their latest victory came against the Vikings with a score of 27-7. In just 2 games, the 2024 Quarterback of the Year, Slade Jarman, continues to impress, throwing for 464 yards and 4 touchdowns with a QB rating of 95.6. On the defensive end, Mattias Eriksson has been a beast, racking up 10 solo tackles, assisted in 15 more tackles, and has 5 tackles for loss with 1 sack. Next up, the Stockholm Mean Machines hold the second spot with a 3-1 record. The Mean Machine have been showcasing their offensive prowess by putting up 35 points per game. Quarterback Dawson Hurl has been unstoppable, throwing for 857 yards, 11 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Matthew Retzlaff and Anton Blomgreen have been a dynamic aerial duo, both with 3 receiving touchdowns and 215 receiving yards. Adam Wesson has been a force on the defense with 8 solo tackles, 22 assisted, and 3.5 tackles for loss. In third place, we have the Örebro Black Knights with a 2-1 record. They had 2 big wins in their first 2 matches versus the Predators and Griffins, and have had a tough loss to the Royal Crowns where they couldn't get it done in the end. Running back Jacob Brenzina has been a load on the ground, rushing for 366 yards and punching in 4 touchdowns. He also has 110 kick return yards for a total of 476 all-purpose yards this year. Edward Anschlem has been an active DB this year with 2 interceptions, 12 tackles, and 2 pass breakups. AECO is in 4th place with a 2-1 record, bouncing back after a tough loss to the Mean Machine with a commanding win over the Griffins 41-14. Quarterback Max Lambert has been doing it with both his arm and legs, throwing for 660 yards and 10 touchdowns, and on the ground has 101 yards with 2 touchdowns. Their defense has been solid with 3 players with at least 10 solo tackles and 10 assisted tackles. Rounding out the top 5 are the Tyresö Royal Crowns with a 1-1 record. The Royal Crowns had a gritty win against the Örebro Black Knights with a final score of 18-13. Running back Vilgot Valeskog has gained 193 yards and scored twice this year. Receiver Anton Björk adds 143 receiving yards and a pair of touchdowns himself. The Royal Crowns defense has been gaining momentum as they ramp up this season, and they have 5 pass breakups and 3.5 tackles for loss on the season.
That's your Super Serie Week 5 update. Top 5 teams are showing incredible performances and setting the stage of the exciting season ahead. Stay tuned for more updates and highlights as we move into Week 6. See you next time.